Hey classmates, it's Monday, September 21st, and this week's topic is social networks and their effects on youth today. So I picked this topic because it hits a little close to home, because I have a little brother and our age gap is very significant, about 14 years, yeah. So I want him to have a childhood like I did, and knowing my dad, he's going to take good care of that because my dad is he knows how to parent a child. Like, look at me, I came out fantastic. Anyways, but my point is social networks on youth today, much like the age that we're growing up into, the technology age, it can both help and hurt us. Because you look at kids nowadays and they can't have fun without a DS or a laptop or a computer game or an iTouch or whatever, And my little cousins, they're playing on their DS at family parties or their iTouches or the iPads, right? And they're playing Angry Birds or whatever, and I'm standing there remember when we were younger and we used to go outside and play pretend? Technology is changing the youth today and what they do in their childhoods. And I know there's all these kids who are like, the 90s kids had it best. Nah, 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 nah. Shut up. No one cares. Okay? No one cares. Shut up. Yes, we had a good childhood. I will admit that. We had some really awesome games and really awesome shows. But who's to say that, years from now, the kids now are going to be like, our childhood was the best. We had iPad. Nah, 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 nah. Yeah. No one cares. Shut up. I just have to get that out of the way. It's irritating. But our childhood was significantly different. You look at our games and you look at their games, and we didn't need to be plugged in for our games. And the same is happening to youth and social networks. There are 5th graders who have Facebooks, and I'm like, why do you need a Facebook? You don't need to stay in touch with anyone. Seriously. You guys are in the 5th grade. You guys should focus on long division or something. I don't know. What did you do in 5th grade? But yeah, I understand us having a Facebook, us being juniors, and we're going to leave high school pretty soon and leave all the friends that we know. And I get it. We have to stay in touch because, we've been with them for how long, and now that we're leaving them and we're going to miss them, and we need a way to stay in touch. So it's understandable that young adults our age, have Facebooks to stay in touch. But kids in the 5th grade, they don't need Facebooks, and they're being exposed to a culture that's much older than they are. And even though in the big scheme of things, it doesn't seem that many years difference, it is. A lot happens from the 5th grade to our junior year in high school. Admit it. A lot happens. You realize that boys or girls aren't icky, for the one guy in this collab. But yeah, and they don't need to be exposed to that culture because they're not ready for it. You know what I mean? They need to grow up on their own, not being exposed to people who are already grown up and influencing them to swear and make sexual jokes and bleh, all that bad stuff. But yeah. So that's my opinion on social networks and the effect they have on youth. Me, personally, I have a Facebook and a Tumblr and a Twitter. My Facebook, I only go on to laugh at the freshmen or 8th graders. I don't know why 8th graders add me on Facebook. I don't even know them. I'm 6 years older than them. I don't want to do the math. What? Not 4 years. What? 8, 9, 10, 11. 4 years older than them. Wow, I was really off. 4 years older than them. And I only laugh at their dumb statuses because it's always I miss my boyfriend. And I'm like, you're in the 8th grade. You don't need a boyfriend. But I go on Tumblr to tumble. And yes, I do mean somersaulting. And Twitter I use the most because I need people to know what I'm doing every moment of every day, especially when I'm making sandwiches, and what kind of sandwiches, and what I plan to do with the sandwich. Who knows, I might eat it, or I might give it to my dog, or I might throw it at someone. Maybe the stupid 8th graders. Alright. To Beth Ann, your guilty pleasure is not that guilty, considering I have a huge crush on Johnny Depp and Robert Downey Jr., who are both old enough to be my father. Robert Downey Jr. is actually the same age as my mom, and Johnny Depp is 3 years older than my mom. So, yeah, I met Johnny Depp. This hand shook his hand. It was really cool. And to Janine, I hope you feel better. I also have a throat thing. You guys can't tell right now, but in the morning I sound like this. So yeah, I will see Brenna tomorrow. Blah.